Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome into the Drop Zone. Terry Miller, the disc golf guy here, and as always, I'm the one guy that's pressing all the buttons. Sometimes I do it right, sometimes I don't. Hopefully, this is now officially working for all of you, as this is some pretty big news and very exciting to me. Hopefully, it's going to be exciting to you and you find value in this. I feel as if there's that I can get to for you guys. So please double check. I'm just going to, for us to get here today, I'm just about to make a quick little post on Facebook. So thank you. I see I'm going to quickly read through the comments to make sure we're good to go. I don't want to say I have a lot to cover, but to me, something of this magnitude, first of all, I think I underplayed how much passion I have for this, and everything I do today still probably won't do it justice, in my opinion, but that's because I've been so passionate about it. I've said to you, the Frisbee family, my nuclear family, my extended family, all of my loved ones, everyone else, I have had the most blessed life and the most incredible experiences in the world, and that's exactly what I want to talk about, a few of those, and then I want to get you to... Oh no, I don't want it to be buffering. Is it really buffering still? Still. That's the last thing I really need. I hope I do want to confirm that things aren't buffering and that it's really not a problem. Okay. Hopefully everything maintains. I pay for extra good internet and it still only sometimes works. I'm going to get right to something that I put together. Believe it or not, this is going to feel a little bit like a slideshow, and I hope that it doesn't. But there is a setup. There is a payoff here. So here's what I want to show to you guys. You've heard me talk so often about international travel, about disc golf, and I kind of gave a hint or a clue out there that there was an international component to this, so I want to set it up for you. I've run a couple hundred tournaments. I've played in a few hundred more than that when it was all said and done. And now I've filmed thousands, literally thousands of disc golf videos. And when everyone asks, what's your greatest memory, or what do you go back to, or what stands out at you, every single time it goes to international. And maybe because I didn't travel that much as a kid, or maybe just because it's so enlightening and there's so much more to disc golf, especially outside of the U.S., of course. And we've talked about Finland, we talk about hotbeds. But my experiences of a lifetime started way back. The first time I ever left the country was to play in the Japan Open in 2008, 150 class event. It was incredible. I actually cashed in it. It was a major. It is a major. I cashed in it, I think 50,000 yen, which is what's about $500. I went back in 2010. I didn't think I'd go back. I said to myself in 2008, if I go international ever again, I want it to be somewhere new. Well, I ended up winning free airfare through an Innova promotion to go back in 2010. So I went back into a monumental event in going to the Sula Open. I was brought there to do disc golf vlogging. Avery, Nate, and Val were there, along with Charlie Meade, who came from another part of the world. But I was brought there to video, to film, and that was like another notch in my career. And I'll log on every one of these experiences. But I was brought to the Australian Championships, went there with a friend. 2018. Is it buffering? I hate this. I don't know if there's anything I can do to possibly additionally fix it, but I'm going to give myself a try, and I might have to pause for you guys. I'm sorry. Hopefully we can get things. It went down. No. Okay, now apparently we're coming back. I'm not going to start a new stream because that's going to get things like all super crazy. Let's see if I can. I'm already doing this, but let's see if I can. Yeah. All right. I'm so sorry. I'm going to do my best to. I already give my computer full access, and I'm sorry, the Wi-Fi. Can somebody tell me if it's fine? Okay, some of you are saying that it's fine. Okay, I'm going to go. It's going to be my hint to keep going through this quickly. New Zealand came on the back of going to the Australian Championship. 2019, I went to my first ever Samui Swine, which was incredible. When I did that in the beginning of the year. And then went to the Tuni Open in Finland. That was my first time ever being in Finland. Again, you see, then things really ramped up. Of course, we have COVID that hit in 2020, but prior to COVID, I was able to go back to the Samui Swine again. 2019, I was at the PCS Open in Norway, which went on to become a Disc Golf Pro Tour Elite Series event. The Drava Forester, still the greatest party atmosphere tournament of all time. They just had it this last weekend. Asia Open, discovering and filming Jackie Chen and having an incredible time there. The European Open in Finland last year. The Swedish Disc Golf Pro Tour event for my first time in Sweden. Then the Swine, Chiang Mai, and then just a few months ago, Estonia. These are all the most incredible disc golf experiences that I've had ever. Like, just right off the bat, those are the greatest disc golf experiences. And the U.S. is amazing, and don't get me wrong, and I'm not moving out of the country. But this all sets up, because when it was all said and done, what this ultimately sets up for us is that I am able to have an experience like none other in the last few years of being able to go to these international places. I'll give you just 2 seconds to guess which one that is, where that's at. Hopefully that's maybe a little bit confusing. I took this picture. It was an incredible night spent with some friends. I was able to capture this picture. There's countless opportunities to get pictures of that nature, of course. But when it's all said and done, thank you, Tom. When it was all said and done, I've officially bought Samui Disc Golf. Now, yes, that's some hyperbole, of course. But the backstory to it is a couple of incredible gentlemen, namely Nigel Mills and his family, have established this unbelievable experience, this unbelievable place. And in doing so, they created Samui Disc Golf. Samui is an island in Thailand. I think they have like 1,500 islands. Samui is the second or third largest island. Phuket is named the largest island. It barely looks like one with its location. But Samui is one of the largest islands. And let me be very clear. I don't own land. You can't own land. As an expat, as a non-Thai person, you cannot own land in Thailand. And so I do not own the land. However, with the help of Luke, who you see in the bottom right of that picture, Luke Butch, along with Nigel and then Nigel's family, who developed all of this over the last decade, I was able to make an investment and take over the ultimate ownership of all of the assets that create the disc golf course, as Nigel and his family have since then moved onto the mainland and live in Chiang Mai. What does that mean? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the world? A little bit of everything. You guys have seen not only the coverage from there, but also what the players have experienced when they've been there. We've seen Philo Brathwaite, maybe most noticeably, lifting the title belt year after year as he's performed so well there. But him, along with Weston Isaacs, Nate Perkins, Jeremy Colling, Devin Owens, Nico LaCastro, Paige Pierce, Alyssa Van Landen, all of those people, and then some, have taken from the U.S. onto the island of Samui. And with that, I would like to think they've all had these incredible experiences. Experiences somewhat like what I've had, except for it's been a reprieve. It's been almost like a vacation. And yes, it's been happening in either January or February. That's going to continue. I'll talk a little bit more about the continuation. But I want this to grow, and I want everyone to be able to come and experience what's taking place with Samui Disc Golf and the incredible efforts that Nigel Mills and his family and that Luke continue to put in front of all of us so that we can have those experiences. I think when I was there a few years ago, there was something like 22 countries represented. Now, we all know that because of its location, and because of the island that it is and everything else, you're going to get people that are just naturally going to come there. We want to continue to enhance that experience. The Samui Swine will be taking place in just a few months. That's going to take place at the end of January or into February. There's an entire Southeast Asia tour that has continued to grow and develop, and this has been one of the staples. This has been one of the most consistent events that has kind of anchored the idea of a tour happening, because when these players and vacationers and yourself, when you come over, you want to make the most of it. You want to be there and to take in these various cultures, and with the countries being relatively small and travel and expenses once you get there being very, very small compared to the U.S. and feeling almost, I don't want to say insignificant. They're still expensive, of course, but it's a very different experience. So the event is going to happen. Samui Swine taking place. I believe we're working with our friends. I'm going to apply pressure on them here right now. Latitude 64 has talked about showing interest in helping develop this. We want to have not only discs and the experience for the players, but also continuing to push forward in terms of offering disc golf to schools and to church groups and youth camps and such that are around the island. Here's my kind of official call out, in the sense that if you want to build your brand, if you want to separate yourself and enjoy this incredible place and experience, coming to the Southeast Asia tour and coming to a place like Samui to be part of it is a great place to do that. Greg Barsby, who I didn't name earlier, but Barsby, Devin Owens, Philo, all of those people can attest to what it means for their brand and what it means just to have those personal experiences, but then to also kind of spread yourself out into some of those brand new demographics. I can't say it enough. It's an incredible opportunity, and I don't work for the Thailand Visitor and Tourism and Visitors Bureau. I would think the Instagram post, the countless videos, the vlogs, the podcasts, the constant talking up that I've done of my visits there would all be enough to possibly sell you. But talk to anyone that has any part of Samui or Thailand disc golf. Now, they're growing in other parts of Thailand. Samui is just this one island. They're doing amazing things in Chiang Mai. They're doing things all over, and they're continuing to build. Clearly, it's a very difficult upward battle trying to fight for the space, and then trying to get everyone to recognize how important disc golf is and how much fun it is. But Samui Disc Golf is going to grow and it's going to thrive. One of the immediate adjustments that's been made to help kind of be even more fun and inclusive at the Samui Disc Golf Complex is twofold. One, foot golf's just recently been added, officially opened as of a few weeks ago. You can go play foot golf. The Samui course is already very short, relatively easy, very beginner friendly, and a lot of fun. It is currently 11 holes. You typically play it in a two-hole loop of 11 to get your full round in, or just playing 11 holes. Or maybe someone's new and you only want to take on so many holes. Well, now foot golf is also available right there on site. And another thing, as Nigel and his family have moved onto the mainland and have moved into Chiang Mai, where they'll continue to do great things, another opportunity is lodging right on site. And with that, I've been working with Luke. He's been doing really the lion's share of the work there. Luke is working to give you an opportunity to then potentially stay right on site. Now, clearly for the tournament week, we can't host every single person, but you see this is a picture from a number of years ago, the tent and kind of the social area, and then also you have the house that literally overlooks the course. There's a front house, there's a back house, there's opportunities. So if you're looking to come for an extended period of time, that's something else that we are working with and is all on the up and up as renting out as a legitimate Airbnb with the things that come along with that, a furnished place to come experience Samui Disc Golf. I leave an old picture in there. Nigel has been a professional caterer for decades, and so we won't necessarily have all of his on-site core elements there and available to us year in and year out, but ringing the bell, having a good time, and having food and drink available on site during the tournament week, all of that is certainly within the works as well. We're looking forward to an incredible tournament and doing everything we can to keep the experience growing and gaining for everyone that's ever been part of it or has anything to do with disc golf. Hopefully you guys are going to know that it's on the forefront of our concerns, is to keep Samui Disc Golf going as this incredible place to visit and to be at, but then also to help grow disc golf in Southeast Asia at large. And in any way we can be an asset or a resource, I'd like to think that some of my platform and some of my most interested people will hopefully take to some of the excitement that's going on over there, as if you haven't already, but hopefully you'll take a little bit more to it. That's a lot. My heart is racing, not going to lie. This has been in the works for a while. As I said, I'll reiterate. I essentially own all of the course assets and help oversee all that will go on there. On the ground, doing really the day-to-day nuts and bolts work will be Luke Butch. I've known Luke for more than 20 years. Luke's kind of an old school disc golfer, and he took to going to Thailand a number of years ago. He had some other exciting things going on in his life that brought him over to Thailand, and then he brought that enthusiasm and he brought that passion over to Thailand, and then worked with people like Nigel Mills and Nigel's family to be able to help grow that event and that course and that experience into what it is today. I take no credit in terms of what's been going on there from the ground up. I'm just glad that Luke invited me a few years ago to come be part of the tournament, and from there, I want to continue to spread the love and spread it out really to everyone. We have a huge international contingency that will come from places outside the U.S., but I hope that you guys will now consider it that much more to come be part of it. Somebody asked, why am I nervous? This has been exciting. This has been bubbling for a little while. There was a significant financial investment for me to do this. The money is clearly not my top concern, but there was an investment to make all this happen. The things that they built, not only do you have baskets and tee pads and tents and flags and other infrastructure that's there on site, along with ongoing daily and weekly maintenance. You have slow seasons. You have, of course, busier seasons. You have all those types of things. And now Luke is helping oversee, essentially acting as the course manager and doing everything there on site. When I talked earlier, or I gave a hint about this might mean more international travel, yeah, hopefully it does. Hopefully this means that I get there more than just this single time a year that I have been. But I'm continuing to see stuff take place in Chiang Mai. And this year in 2024, I'm going to spend a few days in Malaysia. This is all part of the experience. And hats off to all of you that are in those areas. Singapore, Malaysia, yeah, I couldn't even name them all. All of those surrounding area that has been part of building disc golf, it's only getting bigger and better. I don't know if I can say much more to it. We're going to come up with some creative ways if you want to support it, if you want to be part of it. We already have T-Sign sponsors. We already have basket wrap sponsorships available. If you want to have a flag or a flanner, so to speak, be flown there, whether you're coming or not, but maybe you or your company want to show support and be represented at one of the most beautiful and iconic, most picturesque courses in the country, or in the world, I should say, and in their country. Those are all ways that you could support us. We'll put out more information about that. Something that I'm working on and literally arrived today is, put it up the right way, are going to be some discs. This has been kind of their iconic Samui disc golf stamp over in Mae Nam in Thailand. Mae Nam in Samui as part of Thailand. So we'll have discs. Maybe we'll have some membership packages. We'll come up with some other cool stuff, but some discs, some stickers, and again, supporting. If you want support to show your support on site, that will be available as well. And if you want to go out and look right now, you can even see the Samui swine registration is up, and it is currently available for 2024. It's about half full for the pro and advanced side, and then about a third full for the other side. Again, I can't say it enough. Just the ticket. Just get your ticket. That's going to be the only costly part of getting to Samui. Everything after that, very inexpensive. Your lodging, you can eat like a king. I think I once heard Paige Pierce say, you can eat like a king on less than $10 a day, and I think that's an understatement. I think if you really dive into the local atmosphere and some of the opportunities, it's even greater than that. So I'll take just literally a moment or two of a few questions. I'm sorry if you're coming in late. The long and short of it is I have invested. It feels weird to say I bought Samui Disc Golf. I have fully invested in Samui Disc Golf on the north side of Koh Samui in Mae Nam. That's what I have done, and I want to show my support and my commitment to the Southeast Asia tour and the Southeast Asia development of disc golf. I want to continue to go to all these other amazing countries. You're going to see me there too, but I am all in for sure on what we're seeing on the island of Samui. So if you got any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. I hope this wasn't disappointing. Ray, thank you for the super chat. I hope you're as excited as I am, and I know that might sound like a tall task, but I want you to know this is to help keep Samui Disc Golf going. This was, I don't want to call it out of desperation, and I know a lot of other people probably would have jumped on in some capacity, but this was the simplest path forward, was that I get involved and go all in. And by getting every one of the course assets and then working with Luke and Nigel, I'm just blessed that I even had this opportunity. So Ryan, I know Ryan Pilcher, who's out there watching right now. Ryan, you've been there. You know everything about what I'm talking about. And I know Ryan's over in India right now, world traveler. So be safe, Ryan. I appreciate you. Some people say that's awesome. Congrats. Wish you the best of luck. Hope your family is all in. Also, Luke, does that mean I get a hug Luke, when you show up from Australia along with Kinga and everyone else from all the other countries, hugs all around. Absolutely. Ryan Ricker says the disc golf community is blessed to have you. All I can do is give back in any possible way for the blessings that I've been given and the opportunities, the experiences, the love, the incredible life that I've had. I'm 45, and I found disc golf when I was about 12 or 13, and this is on the bucket list I never knew I had. I've said that now about a few other travels, and now to say that I'm an owner or an overall investor in another country in an insanely beautiful course and experience and opportunity, I just cannot say it enough. Do I have a lawyer over there? I do have a lawyer that is intimately aware of everything and is intimate knowledge of everything that takes place. But it probably doesn't hurt to have more insight. How long does it take to get there? I think the last flight I looked at has me going from San Francisco to Bangkok, and now I already forgot how many hours that is. It's quite a few. Take a look. You usually go into Bangkok, BKK, and then you jump on one more little plane, Bangkok Airlines, I think is what it is. You jump on that and you go BKK down to USM. I've said this before. Again, I could do a whole vlog on it. The Samui Airport might be one of the most unique airports in the world as well. So you fly BKK to USM. Take a look. USM is where you want to go. Don't bother. You could save a few dollars and probably have a less enjoyable experience if you go with the ships and the ferries and everything else that they offer. You can, by all means. Maybe you want a crazy experience. Maybe I'll do it one day. But flying right on to USM is the way to go. When you're all said and done, you're looking at about 23-ish to 28 hours of travel. On the way there, you do gain quite a bit of time coming back. Do you think I'll retire in Thailand? I don't think so. I need the hustle and bustle that's the United States. And retirement sounds like such a crazy word to me in the first place. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? But I doubt it. I doubt that. All right, guys. Thank you. I hope this didn't disappoint. I know I've said that before, but the more I talked about it, the more I got posted about it. I thought, man, this is exciting for me. But I really hope that it's exciting for the disc golf community at large. I really do, because that's why I'm doing it. I own 20-some baskets. I could put them wherever, anytime I want. 27 portable baskets already, like good quality ones. That it's not just about that. It's about everything else that goes along with this. So to Nigel and his family, who are all sleeping, I'm sure, in Chiang Mai right now, Luke, you guys, I love you guys. I love everyone else that's been a part of this journey. And I look forward to 2024 and beyond. With that, I think I'm going to close it out. You got any questions? You think I need to do another follow-up someday? I'll do it. I'm happy to. Anytime you want, we'll have a podcast on Smashbox TV tonight. I think they're working on an article somewhere as well. So if any of that interests you, you can have more details. But that's what we're going to see, guys. So thank you. The Disc Golf Guy. I am, again, so incredibly honored to share this news with you. My Frisbee family has meant so much to me, and this is really for all of you so that you too can come have the experience on the island of Samui. With that, folks, I'm the Disc Golf Guy. That's my big announcement. I hope that was enough for you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys at the next one.